Part 2. According to the vetted Smithsonian, under 10 other men left genetic legacies so huge they rival Genghis Khan's. A new study shows that 10 other men founded large Y chromosome lineages. January 28, 2015. Cutting to the chase. Quote, Nature News explains, personal quote, the founders who lived between 2100 BC and 300 BC, Bronze Age bingos, existed in both sedentary agricultural societies and nomadic cultures in the Middle East, India, Southeast Asia, and Central Asia. Bingo! Listen closely. Quote, their dates coincide with what? Their dates coincide with the emergence of hierarchical authoritarian societies in Asia during the Bronze Age, such as the Babylonians. Listen up, listen up. 3 lineages dating to more recent times were all linked to nomadic groups in northeast China and Mongolia. These included the lineages linked to Genghis Khan and Giocangga, plus a third what? Plus a third what? Plus a third line dating to around 850 AD. More research is needed to identify the other 9 founders. They're clones. But one thing is certain, Genghis Khan has never been the only big kid on the genetic block. Example, I'll cut out most of the references to Genghis Khan because, truth be told, they admit they don't know if it's him or not, and they are still trying to perceive a round genetic peg through an impossible square reality. Besides, as we have discovered in our earlier history series, the elite in each armada seeded their particular clan with no outside amalgamation. So in essence, Genghis could be a close copy clone himself. And to back up what I just said, according to the Daily Mail UK, under the forefathers of Europe, 2/3 of the modern European men descend from just 3 Bronze Age leaders. I'm cutting to where it says it's in a caption. The 11 founders of Asia. You'll see it. May 15, 2015. Quote, more than 800 million men living today. How many? More than 800 million men living today are descended from just 11 men, including the ruthless Mongolian leader Genghis Khan, according to new research. Geneticists have been able to find 11 distinctive sequences in Y chromosomes, the chunk of DNA that is only carried by men, that are persistent in modern populations in Asia. Listen closely. These are thought to originate from the Middle East to Southeast Asia between 2100 BC and 1100 AD. Stop. Bingo. Unless world history has things backwards, and Genghis now originated in the Middle East and migrated to Chinaland, unless that's the case, Genghis was a clone and wasn't even a master copy. Well, let's continue for more clues, shall we? Quote, they found that 37.8% of the 5,000 men that they tested belonged to one of these 11 lineages. If this is reflected in the entire Asian population, then it could mean around 830 million men living in Asia currently owe their Y chromosomes to one of these 11 men. Listen up, listen up. The researchers also found that another of their lineages appear to have population clusters that are concentrated along the Silk Road trading route and date back to around 850 AD. Example, Radahanite bingo. Didn't we discover the Radhanites / Rhodanians established communities on this exact same route during the exact same period? Yes, yes we did. I'm going to stop there trying to prove myself. I think it's time for us to get back to some world history. Oh, I may have one more pit stop. I want to show where uh, the scriptures are true. Where, well, you know what? Let me just back that up and let me just stop. And then I'll surprise you. My God's will, that is. Look for the next.